Hey guys, Dusty here. Today I'm giving my first impressions review on the brand new and slightly controversial Altra FWD Experience. A couple of weeks ago I went to my local run club, and that night we actually had the Altra rep Riley down, and he brought a fleet of FWD Experience demo shoes that we could all try. I ended up doing about 8K in the shoe, and that's what this review is based on. And before we get into what I think, here is what the Altra rep Riley had to say.
Hey guys, Riley here from Altra, hanging out with Dusty. Just wanted to update you guys. The world didn't freeze over, and Altra did something crazy. It was kind of one of the most asked for things that we've heard over the last couple years. So we finally did it. We made a shoe with drop. This is the Altra FWD Experience, sitting on a 4mm drop platform. Kind of a slight rocker design, compression mold, EVA for the foam. The one thing though that we didn't change up, we're always going to have that classic foot shape for you. Hope you like them.
So there you heard it. Like Riley said, this is the very first Altra shoe that has heel to toe drop. So this shoe in particular has a stack height of 32mm in the heel, 28 in the forefoot for that 4mm drop. Now this shoe is using Altra's standard last, so that's a little bit narrower than their original, but it is wider than the slim fit. Oh, and weight of the shoe, yes, I did bring my scale to Run Club. So in my men's size 9, it weighs in at 8.35 ounces or 237 grams. And yes, I did only run 8K in the shoe, but I have to say I had an enjoyable experience. First of all, the shoe was very comfy, had no hot spots. I appreciated the room, extra width in the forefoot. My heel didn't slip out. It felt really nice at easy paces, and I did do a little section where I surged up to, I think I was going a little bit under 330 per kilometer, and it actually seemed to feel quite nice at faster paces as well. I personally would use it as a daily trainer, and I would probably even consider using this shoe for like some tempo workouts. So it's in the daily trainer category. However, I would say it's a versatile daily trainer in the fact that it handles easy paces good, and it can pick up the pace if you want it to. Now the midsole or ride of the shoe felt quite nice. It was kind of medium cushioning, wasn't ultra soft or ultra firm either. And I will say it's maybe a little bit confusing that Altra is just using basic EVA foam in the shoe when they have higher tier midsole materials in some of their other shoes. This is such a huge step into the unknown for Altra, coming out with a shoe that has a 4mm heel to toe drop, that you'd think they would just be putting the top end products into the shoe. But don't get me wrong, I have nothing against the midsole in this shoe. I'm just a little bit curious as to why Altra didn't use something better. One of the good things about this shoe having a little bit of heel to toe drop is if you're coming from a shoe that has 10 or even over 10mm heel to toe drop, it can be a big jump going from a high heel to toe drop into any of the other Altras that are totally flat at 0 drop. But now you have the option of going with something like the FWD Experience, which has a 4mm drop if you want to actually transition eventually into a totally 0 drop shoe. And then price of the shoe, I'm not sure what it'll retail up here in Canada yet. I have heard 180. And it does retail for 140 in the US, and I think that price point for this shoe is really, really nice. And for me, the closest shoe I currently have in my rotation that would probably compare to the FWD Experience would probably be the Hoka Clifton. And I think between the two shoes, I would probably lean more towards the Altra, the FWD Experience, when it comes to doing more tempo work, whereas the Clifton, that's just an easy day cruiser for me, and I think the FWD Experience can handle a bit broader of ranges. So anyways, final thoughts on my first impressions. Really solid shoe, especially if it's going to come in at that 140 US or 180 Canadian. And if you have any questions on the shoe, leave your comments down below. Like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.